We are here today to learn how to use the distributive property. First of all, you have to understand that when you have letters, the letters must be separated from single numbers. You have to understand that after the equal sign, you usually use single numbers, and before the equal sign, you'll use the letters. Let's solve this first one, just the first exercise for you to understand. We all know that we first have to solve what's in the parentheses. Then, before the parentheses, you have one single number. And that means you will have to multiply this single number before the parentheses by each one of the units inside the parentheses. That means you have to do 4 multiplied by x, then keep minus, and then you have to multiply 4 again by 1. 4 times 1, 4. Then equal sign, keep 36. Again, you have to do that. 4x minus 4 equals 36. So, as you notice, there are two strange elements here. One contains a letter, the other one does not contain any letter. It's a single number. Well, we have to understand that we have to clutch, link, put together the same species. That means the same species of numbers. Numbers or figures without letters go to one side. I prefer to put into the right side after the equal sign. And numbers that are followed by letters usually stay on that side. They keep the left side before the equal sign. So that means I will keep 4 with x here because it has the 4 is followed by the x, the letter. But I don't want this minus 4 here because it's strange to me. I want it to be on the other side. So I just move this one to the other side. Oh, I forgot the 36. Ah, okay, 36 is still here. I don't move it because it's in the right side. Then what do I have to do? I will draw this minus 4 to this side. But because I am changing this side to the other side, I need to change this sign. So then, instead of minus 4, I will say plus 4. Then, again, we have 4x equals 36 plus 4 equals 40. Then, what do I have to do? Follow here. What do I have to do? I have 4x equals 40. Well, I want to isolate. I want to keep this x alone because I want to find out which number corresponds to the x. So I'll have to isolate that. I'll leave it alone on that side. And what do I do first? Now, I want to move this one to the other side. But notice this is a multiplication. 4x means 4 times x. And what is the opposite of a multiplication? Is the division. So I don't move 40. 40 is here. 40 is in its house. It belongs to this side. But 4 will have to move to this side. And what is in the opposite way? In the opposite operation. That means 40 divided by 4. Because the opposite of multiplication is division. So 40 is still there in the right place, so I don't do anything with 40. But 4 is moving to the other side with the opposition. That means 4. And x equals 10, because 40 divided by 4 is 10. Now I know that x corresponds to 10. Let's see if it's true. 4 times 10 equals 40. Isn't it right? Okay, let's do the other one. 16 equals 2x minus 1 minus x. Well, as you notice, the number is in the first position, and the second position after equal sign, there are letters. I prefer to do that. I prefer to put the letters here and the numbers here. But let's solve this one first without moving places. What do you have to do first? You have to do the multiplication here. So let's copy. 16 equals 2 multiplied by x, 2x. 2 minus 1, 2 multiplied minus 1 minus 2. 2 times 1, 2. Yeah? And I keep the sign minus. Minus x. So then 16 equals, I have 2 from the same species, 2x minus x. That means I can do something with them. So I can do 2x minus 1x. Remember, when there is no numbers before letters, that means 1. 1x. 1x. That means 2x minus 1x minus 2. 16 equals 2 minus 1, 1x minus 2. Do you remember that I told you that I prefer to put the letters to this side? So let's change the side. Then if 1x is equal 16, yeah, I could also say that 16 is equals 1x minus 2. So what can I do? I can do that. I can say 1x minus 2 equals 16, right? It's the same thing. I just changed the position, but I didn't move any number. Notice that 1x is still 1x, minus 2 is still minus 2, and 16 is still 16. I didn't change anything. I just inverted. I just used a mirror. But now I want to put minus 2 to the other side. Well, so then I do that. I isolate 1x equals 16, and then I put minus 2 to the other side, which will become plus 2. So 1x equals 18. Oh, teacher, but I have never seen 1s. Okay, don't use 1. I just used 1 for you to understand that 1 is the number before a letter if there is no number before it. I hope you could understand that.